Hey, good morning, gang. Welcome to another episode of Shop Talk with Ocean Impact. Today we're going to talk about first aid and CPR. First aid kits, CPR training, and everything that goes with it. This will just be a very basic kind of roadmap to get us going on what we need to start and what we kind of need to do. This is not an in-depth by any means CPR class or by the book what your first aid kit needs to be. This is just talking with me down here at Ocean Impact about maybe what I carry and the training that I think is important. So let's get started. Well, Christmas is over and the New Year's almost here, and I'm sure like the rest of you, we're all excited for 2021 to be here. And I was sitting down here this morning and got to thinking about things that could be done when we're not diving. I thought to myself this morning, let's talk about something a little different. This morning, let's talk about health and safety. So what I wanted to do was kind of show you and talk to you about basic first aid kits, the kit that I personally carry with me, what we need to do to our first aid kits, and also talk about training, not only for you, but for your family. So first, let's talk about our first aid kits. As I'm sure most of you at home have a first aid kit probably in your house and in your vehicle. From time to time, we need to get these kits out and go through them. They have things in them that actually expire. And if we set it up to where we go through these kits, say at the first of the year, every year, we'll always know, hey, first of the year's here, time to go through the first aid kit, and we keep up with that. All the way down to like my tourniquet that's in my first aid kit, it has a 5-year lifespan on it. So every 5 years, I need to replace this. What else is in my personal first aid kit? You can see that I have a small bag just set up for fractures and sprains. It's got ice packs. Those expire. It's got bandages, ace bandages. It's got some splinting material in it. I also have some medications. Now, these will be basic medications, guys. Only over the shelf. Sting relief, ointment, ibuprofen, things like that. I have a bleeding and CPR kit. It's got rubber gloves for me, gauze, bandages. I also stock just some regular bandages, for our everyday cuts and scrapes. That's good to have. I've got a wound care kit. This is actually a little more intense. This has got like eye flush in case you get a chemical in your eye. It's got burn ointment. It's got blisters in case we need to drain a blister. All of these things are in this kit, but as you can tell, anything liquid, stuff like that, it's all going to expire. So I need to go through this kit and just check my expiration dates, and I can update the things that I need to update. Now, along with the basic CPR first aid supplies that are in my kit, I also personally carry emergency oxygen with me. Most of you guys know that I dive year-round. I dive several times a week, and I just feel more comfortable always being prepared for the worst. Not that it'll ever happen, but in the case that it did, I am prepared. So as you can see, I carry a small O2 bottle with me. It's rigged up with the regulator in place. I've got my demand valves, my oxygen masks, my pocket mask for CPR. All of these things go in this case, and I carry all of these with me everywhere I go. So I highly recommend that you guys get those first aid kits out, go through them, look for anything expired, and get them updated. And if you don't have a first aid kit, why don't you come by the shop down here and just visit with us and let us help you out and get you going on the right track for a good first aid kit. Now, along with having a good first aid kit, we need proper training on how to use the items in that first aid kit. Not only mom and dad, but how about our children as well? You never know when something could happen, and maybe we need one of our kids to help us. So let's talk about CPR training for the family. Let's talk about basic first aid for the family. These things are very important today with the way things are, and we're not able to travel. We're doing a lot more stuff outdoors and at home. We're going hiking, we're going diving, we're going boating, we're going camping, all of these things to keep us busy. Well, you never know when you're going to trip on a rock, sprain an ankle, or uh, get a cut, a scrape, a burn on the campfire. Any of these things could happen. So let's be prepared on how to handle those. Come down and get some training. Like I said, it's not just for mom or dad. Bring the kids. Do it as a family. We've got everything on site to do the instruction right here and certify you. Well, gang, that concludes another episode of Shop Talk with Ocean Impact. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and found it informative and useful. Please subscribe and like our YouTube channel, Ocean Impact Dive Shop. Go on Facebook and like us at Ocean Impact Diving Services, or find us on the web at ocean-impact.com. As always, I ask that you support small businesses, support your local dive shop, and don't forget, come get your dive on.